Hey, you guys, Coach Liz here. I'm excited to share with you all about Element 8 in your life book. This week, we're talking about the habit of eating every 2.5 to 3 hours to balance your blood sugar. Now, you can check out Element 8. It tells you all about the science, the research that backs that up. But I want to talk to you about how to form that habit. Before we get into that, I want to share a little comparison that it really helps me to remember why it's important to eat more frequently. I think about a road trip. I love going on road trips, and I notice that about every 2.5 to 3 hours, I have to stop and get gas. And I want to put quality fuel in my car, just like in my body. I can't put Kool-Aid in the gas tank. I got to stop and actually get the right kind of gas for my car. And it doesn't work to fill up my trunk with gas or fill up the back seat hoping that I can go longer, right? That kind of just sounds ridiculous. We actually have to stop and fill up the tank. So same thing with our bodies. Our bodies are designed to eat about every 2.5 to 3 hours. If you've ever had a newborn baby, you've seen that schedule. About every 2.5 to 3 hours they need to eat. That's just how our bodies are designed. And eating the right portions. It doesn't work to put too much fuel. Your body can't use that. So getting the right amounts and the right fuel for your body is important. So Element 8 talks all about that and how to form that habit. So in the book, it talks about cues, things that trigger a routine. And a cue could be a good, a positive, or a negative. So we have cues that lead us to bad habits, right? So maybe when you go to the movies and you smell popcorn, that's your cue to buy the popcorn, and you get that instant reward. And then you have to evaluate if that long-term investment is positive or negative by eating popcorn every time you go to the movies. So same thing with a good habit. Asking yourself, is this routine going to serve me long term? So one thing that we have found is the benefits of eating small balanced portions every 2.5 to 3 hours to fuel our body, to keep our blood sugar balanced, keep our energy and hunger and cravings stable. And sometimes it takes some practice to form that cue. So one thing, I have a challenge for you. I want you to set an alarm on your phone to remind you to eat every 2.5 to 3 hours. So within half an hour of waking up, set that alarm, and then depending on your schedule, every 2.5 to 3 hours apart, set that alarm and stick to that alarm. Don't turn off the alarm and forget about it and wait another hour. Try to eat right when the alarm goes off to form that habit. Also, if you get kind of snacky in between, have a big glass of water and try to wait until the alarm goes off. Yes, if you're really hungry, have one of the approved snacks, but that's one thing that I have found to keep my weight off long term. I lost 45 pounds about 8 years ago, and that's one thing that I have tried to keep up with is my scheduled fueling times. So when I was on the 5-in-1 program, I had my scheduled times, but once I lost the weight, I stuck with those times. So that was still the time that I fuel my body for the rest of my life. That's something that I do. I have the same times, and yes, it may change a little bit with my schedule, but for the most part, I eat the same times that I did when I was losing weight. Those are my fueling times for my body, and I try not to go too long, and I try to not snack in between. So if there's something that I really want to eat, maybe someone's eating something by me, and it kind of sounds good, I really try to not snack in between those fueling times. I look at my clock and think, oh, it's only half an hour till I'm going to eat. And maybe that thing is what I'm going to eat for part of my fueling. But I'll have a big glass of water and I'll try not to snack in between. And that is one secret that I will share with you on keeping your weight off. Sticking to your scheduled times, trying not to snack in between those times, and trying not to go too far after that time to eat. So that is my challenge for you. I want you to set your alarm. Get into that routine that when the alarm goes off, you have a glass of water and you eat your fueling. The instant reward is that you're going to feel great. You're going to lose weight. You're going to have energy. You're not going to have hunger and cravings throughout the day if you're in a good fat burn and you're keeping your blood sugar balanced. And the long-term investment is that you will get to your goal. You're going to feel great. You're going to have that good habit instilled in you, and you're going to make better choices because your blood sugar will be stable so that you won't be craving those fast carbs. So the cue, the routine, the instant reward, and the long-term investment. So evaluate some of the habits that you have, and maybe there's some things that you need to change your cues to get a different reward or a different routine, which will give you a different reward. and a different long-term investment. So you can evaluate a few of the habits that you have now and ask yourself, is this serving you long-term or is this hurting you? But one of the best things that I want you to practice this week is staying on your scheduled times and not snacking in between meals and not going too long without meals to get really in a good fat burn and having your blood sugar balanced so that you can feel amazing and see those results. So go check out Element 8, and I want to hear how that challenge goes. We'll talk to you later. Bye.